Hello, Anne. How are you tonight? Give it a few minutes, see if anybody else pops in. I try not to schedule my lives till after Miss Coffee's done, in case she runs over. You got jump scared? Not sure I know what you mean by that. See, I ain't even been live 5 minutes and his little butt's in here. Why is he all wet? Oh my gosh. I know there's the Ruby Cube is going live right around the same time me and Crashley do these lives on Friday nights. So I'm gonna get with her because if not too many people show up tonight, I probably won't stay on very long. I'm not even gonna lie. I was sitting and listening to Miss Coffee and I fell asleep. I'm glad I woke back up because otherwise I would have just slept through my slot. Hey Nana, you're supposed to be asleep. I've been packing. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, 4:30, and then started packing about 5:30 or so. And then drove to Kansas City for my son's appointment, drove back and packed some more, probably another 4 hours. There's 67 people in Ruby's live. Yeah, I probably won't stay alive very long then if there isn't anybody in here. I mean, not that you guys aren't anybody, but if more people don't show up, I'm tired. I'll take my booty to bed. I kind of had a feeling. Well, I was gonna message Crashley and ask her because what she wanted to do because Miss Coffee mentioned, hey, that Ruby Q was going live right after her. So with that happening, I mean, naturally, a lot of people are gonna go over there, which is fine. But I'll give it a few minutes. We'll see what happens and go from there. You feeling any better at all, Nana? Was asleep but started coughing, and I jumped into hers and left and jumped into yours. I'm sorry you're not feeling any better. I hope you start to soon. My grandmother hit her car on a bench in front of CVS. She's okay. She did a hit and run, went to St. Joe and back home. My mom and I checked on her when she got back home. We see how bad her car My dad went to talk to her and the cops didn't give no tickets. I'm glad she's okay, but she got lucky doing a hit and run and not getting a ticket. Well, hit and run, get benched though. No, I mean, as long as she didn't hit another car, that's not exactly a hit and run, in my opinion. You gotta either hit another vehicle or, I mean, worse, a pedestrian or something. But hitting a bench, I don't. Bench, yeah, that's not. Like that bench. Hey, Saphira's mama. How are you tonight? I gotta try and wake my butt up. I was sitting here, seriously, I was sitting in my computer chair listening to Miss Coffee and I fell asleep sitting up. It has been a long day. You guys might have to entertain me tonight and keep me awake. Sore and made my little toe in the opposite direction. Ouch. I bet that did hurt. Ugh. Shoot. It was really lucky. She didn't hit no car, just the bench. Birthday is Sunday the 13th. I'll be 22. My grandmother is like, I don't know, 80 or 90 years old. I'm glad she's okay and happy early birthday. You have other news? What's your news, Sophia? We didn't save nothing by switching to Geico. Kind of, not really. Paying less at the other place. You're welcome. Yeah, my got about a month till my birthday. A little over a month, about a month and a half. I'll probably be unpacking on my birthday. I've started that Diamond Painters with Chronic Pain support group and page on Facebook. That's awesome. How's it going? I haven't even been on Facebook. I'll get on there. Well, I was on there. I made a couple posts today, but I hardly ever get on and scroll Facebook anymore. Well, for one, this is literally probably the only times I'll be able to sit down to diamond paint is going to be during my lives because I got to get my house packed in 3 weeks and do Christmas and go shopping. It's going to be I don't know. By the end of it all, I'm gonna pass out and sleep for a month. Well, speaking of good news, well, I know Nana already knows. I don't know who was all in here when I had the live about my son Abel and um them sending us to have the lymph node in his neck looked at. He has been cleared from the cancer doctor. It is not cancer. He is very confident that it's not, and he has said he does not have to come back. So that was amazing news today. So it's cool. I mean, pin pages if I can advertise the group and page. Yeah, that part can be kind of rough. I don't envy you. Like before I even started my channel, before I started you getting into YouTube, the YouTube community. See, I'm tired. I can't even talk. Um, I was a mod in another group and we started this group from nothing. And I'm telling you what, that promotion side of it, dude, it's a lot. And fact is, most groups do not want advertising in them. So you have to like basically just kind of invite your friends and, fellow diamond painters. And, then once you get a few people in there, then, put a post up saying, well, like the group that I did this with, we did a lot of games and prizes and stuff like that. So we'd say, hey, when we hit this many subscribers, we're going to do, a drawing for a diamond painting or something. And that kind of would give people the incentive to add other members. But yeah, that part, growing the group itself is kind of a pain in the butt. Where the heck are my tweezers? Where did that go? There it is. I'm so ready to just get this move done and over with. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is definitely good news. We're super excited. I know I don't sound super excited. Like I said, I fell asleep and I'm like, oh, not good. Like I'm glad I woke up. Otherwise, honestly, you probably just would have been like, okay, she's not going live because I scheduled my live literally right as Miss Coffee's finishing. So Abel's in here trying to whisper. He's like the worst whisperer. He whispers where the whole block can hear him. Oh my gosh, guys, I did not realize how strong my son really is. Because when they did his blood work today, the poor freaking nurses, man, they had me sitting in the lab chair. He was on my lap. There's one nurse that's, kind of, she's the one that's going to draw the blood. And there was one standing next to her holding one leg, one standing next to her holding another leg, and the other lady standing next to her kind of holding his body while I hold his arm and like his upper body. Oh my gosh. It was horrible. I hope that boy never has to have his blood drawn again until he's old enough to understand it a little better because he kicked the heck out of those nurses like bad. um it's about an hour and a half away. Almost 2 hours from where we're currently at, which is fine with me. Hey Stacy, how are you tonight? Yeah, I totally didn't even, I spaced what day it was. I'm telling you, I've been in let's hurry up and pack my house mental mode. And it was literally like on my way home today from Kansas City, and I'm like, oh shit. And Jay's like, what? I said, I'm supposed to go live tonight. It's my Friday. Dude, I'll be glad once we get moved and I can get back to normal as far as, my channel and just, normal life instead of trying to worry about moving and packing and unpacking and making sure I switch this address and that address and it wouldn't be so bad if right in the middle of it, you got Christmas. It's like I got Christmas, gotta do Christmas dinner, gotta do the whole 9 yards Christmas shenanigan crap, and then turn around and let's hurry up and take down the Christmas tree and hurry up and pack up the kitchen. And it's like, oh my God, I wish I was rich because I'll be honest, what I would do is I would order a pre-cooked Christmas dinner and we would go pick the shit up. That's where I am this year. I'll be honest, between all this packing and shit, the last thing I want to do is stand in the kitchen for freaking 8 hours and cook. I don't want to fucking do it at all. Does anybody want to come cook my Christmas dinner or pack my house? I'm okay with that too. Huh? Bitch, you're helping. Jay's gonna put himself in the doghouse in a minute. I'm alone this Christmas. I'll be honest, like, I guess technically we're not alone, but I've always done Christmas just me and my kids. Like, when I was growing up as a kid, it was always, okay, hurry up, eat breakfast. All right, let's open our presents. Okay, let's get dressed. And we literally went from one grandma's to the next grandma's to an aunt. Like it was bedtime by the time we got home. We didn't get to play with our toys, anything. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I always got bored and I just wanted to go home. I want to go home and I want to go home and play with my new stuff. So I don't do that to my kids. If the grandparents want to do Christmas with them or whatever, I usually have them do it a different weekend, either after or before Christmas, because I mean, or they're more than welcome to come. They usually don't though, because they've got their own thing going on. But we do our Christmas at home. That way we can be lazy. They can stay in their PJs and play with their toys and I mean, yeah, I got to do all the cooking, but whatever. Then don't cook takeout. I live in a really small butthole town, Dreamer. Like, there is not an option for takeout as far as, I mean, I guess McDonald's. They're probably not even open on Christmas though. Um, hey Cranes, but not only that, my 19-year-old would literally have a conniption fit if I did not cook the full out Christmas dinner. She is all about the holidays and it's got to be done just how it's always been done. And I'm already cutting some corners because, like, normally I do a day where we make sugar cookies all day, and I don't buy the mix. Like, we make them from scratch, roll out the dough, cut the cookies, we make the icing. I'm not doing it this year. I am literally trying to pack, and my back can't handle standing in there doing all of that. No. I think what we're going to do is mommy's going to run her little butt up to Walmart and hope and pray to God that they have those little sugar cookie kits where the sugar cookies are already made and cut out and it comes with the icing and the cool little sprinkles. And if all else fails and they don't have that, I'm going to buy the roll of sugar cookie dough and we're going to cut them out that way because I got to cut corners somehow. The other thing we're not doing this year is going and seeing the lights because our car's messed up at the moment. Otherwise, we'd probably do that because that's not strenuous in any way. I can sit and relax, and the hubby can drive. So, but yeah, this Christmas is going to be a weird one because because this year my oldest son is with his dad. So normally he comes down and he'd be here till Christmas Eve. He'd open his Christmas Eve present. He gets one present on Christmas Eve. And then he'd go back to his dad's and spend Christmas Day with his dad. And he would come back on the 30th and then be here from the 30th till the day before school starts. And that's when we do his Christmas. Well, that's not going to work because we're moving on the 2nd. So I think he's still going to come down till Christmas Eve, but then basically when we pack to move, we'll be packing his stuff in the car and he'll open it when we get to his house because that's where we're moving. I can't do that because Santa hasn't came. He's got 2 little brother and sisters. So, huh? Yeah, that's not going to fly. Oh, he'll be all right. Get extra icing. The kids never have enough. Yeah, I know. They don't. I did them one year before. Like, we still did our normal cookies, but I got those too. But yeah, I'm going to get extra icing and some extra candies because I think I'm going to get like a gingerbread house too. What, babe? Huh? Oh, really? That involves standing up. Are you still in here, Nana, or did you go back to sleep? Need to go back to sleep. Get some rest. It's been a heck of a week, man. Everybody's getting sick. I know. I remember when I was little, I always got sick on the holidays. Always. Never failed. I don't know how many holidays I spent in my grandma's bedroom, sick, laying in bed. What are you doing, buddy? Where are you sleeping? Oh, you are sleeping with Justice?
Yep.
Are you actually gonna stay up there? Uh-huh.
I get sleepy gummy too.
What, you want a sleepy gummy?
There's a mouthful of gummies.
What is the word rest? Is this a new thing? Yeah, no shit, Stacy. I will second that one. Like I said, I am trying to pack my house I've been in for 9 years, plus do the typical mommy Christmas shopping that this mom ain't bought shit yet and gotta still do everything, plus wrap, plus buy the food for Christmas dinner. I've done nothing. Like these next few weeks, I swear I'm gonna be surprised if I do not drop dead by the end of this. And then move everything 2 hours away and unpack everything. What do you want, buddy?
Sleepy gummies.
Your dad's butt.
Dad,
It's one where we put
where the freaking gummies?
Hold on, April. What's your bud?
Hmm. I finished these ones.
Yeah, I can understand that. I don't normally deal with the sinus issues due to the weather changes, but my body sure hates it. Job, channel, and kids. I had to learn to run on 3 to 5 hours of sleep a night. I'll be honest, that's about what I get anyway. Like, I don't know. I just anywhere from about yeah, right around in that range. Cause I may have got little bit more last night, but like I said, I woke up at 4:30 this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. So, and that was after being up for 24 hours because the night before I couldn't sleep for crap. And so I had to get my schedule fixed because we had to drive to Kansas City today for his appointment. So I stayed up all day and then I fell asleep. I don't know, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. And then ended up waking up at like 4:30 this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I just got up and started packing shit because it needed to be done. Might as well. I'll tell you what, I used to move like every couple years and I completely forgot how much I hate packing. It sucks. It sucks even more when your little 5-year-old wants to stand in there and go, "What's this? What's this? Oh, I want that. Don't throw that away. I want that. I want that." And I'm like, "No, dude. Well, what are you doing? Why is it going in that box?" "'Cause we're moving." Because he's never moved before. He was born here. Like, and this is where we lived when he was born. So he's never moved. And Peyton, she don't remember because she was a year old when we moved here. So this is all new to them. And it makes it worse too, because it's not like I can just hurry up and pack each room and throw it in boxes. I got to sort shit out on what's going to the place that we're moving to and what's going to the storage unit. I had to throw in moving, then sleep would be non-existent. Yeah. Uh-huh. Unfortunately, though, if I don't sleep, then I start feeling sick as shit, and then nothing's gonna get done because I will either completely crash or eventually end up in the damn hospital because my body just can't take no more. So I have to make myself go to sleep at some point. But I'm telling you what, if I stay busy packing like I did today, I don't think I'm gonna have an issue sleeping at night. Usually I do because I have insomnia and it usually keeps me awake. Normally I get a sitter for like when I'd moved here, I got a sitter for Peyton when she was little and Justice actually. But I don't really trust a lot of people with my kids. So they're just gonna help. They can carry light shit. It'll all work out. I'll just be glad when it's over with. So yeah, needless to say, if I fall asleep, you guys might get to watch, I don't know, like I guess I'll just have a live video on YouTube tonight of me sleeping for however many hours it happens to be. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, I will probably definitely just do an hour tonight. Normally I'll go over and stay on later. I'm very well known for that. On Tuesdays, I'm live usually for 3 hours. But yeah, tonight is probably going to be an hour. Otherwise, you guys are going to see me face down in my canvas asleep. Stupid smoke alarm went off because it needs new batteries. Is it doing that stupid, annoying beep every few minutes? Shoot, I need sleep and sanity. And some more energy from somewhere. I wish I could steal some of my 5-year-old's energy. That would be great. Just a little bit of it. That's all I would need. He'd never miss it. It's 1 a.m. where you are, Brittany. Where are you at? It's basically midnight here. You're right. Sanity's no fun. I don't even think I know anybody that's classified as normal. North Carolina. I'm just hoping I shouldn't even say this because if I say it, it's going to happen. I'm hoping it does not snow anywhere near when we're moving. When I moved here, there was so much snow. I don't like snow. I could seriously go the rest of my life with never seeing snow again. And I'd be just fine with it. I have snow for the next 3 days. It has not snowed yet here. Well, it did. Was it in October? November? I don't know. It snowed a little bit. It was before Halloween. Yeah, it was like a week before Halloween, and I mean, it was a decent amount, but it wasn't like, yeah, it didn't stick around long. But it like sleeted today, but I haven't even looked at the forecast, so I don't know what's coming. I'll be honest. I have not even had time to look at the freaking or even think about the weather. You don't see any snow? Well, we are in Kansas. That could change in 5 minutes. As my oldest says, no snow, no snow, no go away. We are getting snow now. Where are you, Cranes? See, my oldest daughter's throwing a fit. She's like, it hasn't snowed. It don't even seem like Christmas. I could do without it this year. For real. Really could. I'd be okay with it. Because we got a lot last year. I don't know. I hate it. Whenever it snows or the temperature drops like that, it's like, oh my God, I just want to crawl in bed and get me a heated blanket or something and just not move. And my kids are like, oh, snow, I want to go play in it. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't. And I know they're kids and they want to go play, and I get it. But it's like, I don't know. That level of cold, I need to invest in one of those heated jackets. That's what I need. Not cheap though. Oh, you're in Colorado. Well, you're not far from me. Okay. What is up with the mail? My craftable painting says it left Charlotte on the 11th at 10:45. Then it says it left the same. Oh, it's holidays, and you got COVID on top of holidays. Postal system's all messed up. Usually, I mean, ideally, I would like to order all my stuff online due to COVID, but when you got all this crap that's gone on in your life, because I mean, I was in isolation for a couple weeks, so yeah, I did not get everything ordered early enough, and I'm not even trying to risk ordering stuff online right now because I know there's a good freaking chance it ain't gonna get here. So I'm going shopping. No choice. I wish I could just magically make it all happen. Cause I just don't have the energy. There's too much going on. Or just like push Christmas back a month or so. That'd be cool too. I freaking hate moving. Why? I'm excited to move. Don't get me wrong. I totally am. Like, I want out of this town. I do not want to live in this little butthole town no more. I do not like small town life. I thought I would, but I hate it. It's like being at high school. Like, you literally can't take a shit and without the whole town knowing every detail of it. And it's like, no, this isn't for me. Because you get into it with somebody or you don't like somebody and you can't avoid them. You're going to see them. There's like one grocery store and you're just gonna see that person. See, I grew up in the city, so if I don't want to see somebody, chances of me seeing them are pretty freaking slim. Yeah, I like that type of life. Oh, so you both are in Colorado then? Yep, you're about anywhere from like 8 to 10 hours from me. Well, y'all keep your freaking snow up there, okay? I don't want none. I mean, and if it absolutely has to make it down this way, can it just like wait till I move, please? Like that would be amazing because I have to function, and if the temperatures drop enough to snow, my body's not going to want to function. It's going to basically tell me to fuck off, and I'm not going to be able to do anything. And I think we all know how men get stuff done. As far as packing. Yeah. hmm I would well, and even as far as moving, you gotta supervise because what men do is like, okay, here's the boxes. I'm just gonna like throw them in the middle of this room instead of like, I don't know, reading the writing that's on the box that tells you where it goes. Does anybody else ever have that problem? My dad's the worst. Oh my God, he's the worst. The worst. Every time he's moved to me, he'll just like stack a big stack of boxes and just sit them. And I'm just like, dude, clearly states that every box in that stack goes to the living room. So push the little dolly to the living room and just, I don't care where you put it, just put it in the living room. Nope. They just roll it right inside the front door. Here you go. And see, this time it's really important because some of the stuff isn't even going to where we're living. It's going to storage. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, okay, well, all this crap's here when it's not even supposed to be here. Or where's this box? Oh, it's in the storage unit lost somewhere. This is going to be a hot mess. I'm so ready to kiss 2020 goodbye. This year has been a freaking joke and not in a good way. I know. I know you have no control, and I've been in Kansas and Missouri my whole life, so their weather's freaking bipolar. Like we could have every season in one freaking day. Good night, Cranes. I'm gonna be heading to mine. I promise you, I won't be on here any longer than an hour tonight. Seems like a bunch of people jumped over to Ruby Q anyway. She's fun though. I went and watched her replay with her and Crashley from last Friday. I enjoyed it. I really did. She does like true crime stuff too. I've been seeing, I didn't know that, but like I know Stitch Arista does true crime, and I've watched all of her true crime ones. They're nice to listen to, and you're just sitting and diving painting if you like that type of stuff. Because some of them can get pretty messed up. Hi, is it Evie? Hi, Evie. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm really wrong with I can mess up people's names. especially when I'm exhausted. I have noticed a lot of the channels are starting to do true crime. Yeah, I've noticed that too. And it's cool that there's going to be a variety of people because everybody puts their own little twist on it and their reactions. But eventually, if too many people start doing it, you're just going to hear a bunch of repeat stories. Because, yeah, there's a lot of crime in the world, but there's going to be certain ones that everybody kind of goes to too. Like Sisterista, she does ones that I've never heard of, like ever. I love her freaking reactions too. Oh my gosh. My favorite is life choices, people, life choices. Totally love it. She cracks me the hell up. But she's one of the first YouTubers I watched actually when I first started diamond painting. I started watching her and Ella, kicking cancer's butt with Ella. I wish I knew what happened to her. She just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. Um, and then I think I found Miss Coffee shortly after that. And then I just kind of went from there and I kind of found everybody. And then next thing I know, everybody's like, start a channel, start a channel. And I'm just like, maybe. I'll be the first to admit it. I am so not as consistent as everybody else, especially when it comes to uploading videos. I do try to keep my lives. I'm sure I'm going to have to cancel a few when we get closer to the move. But I've got a stack of stuff I need to unbox and I need to upload videos, but I got to get my house packed. I have been in this house for 9 years. 9 years. So it's going to take a minute. And I got 3 weeks. So needless to say, unfortunately, my wants and the things that I enjoy get to come last. And that would be my crafting and my channel. So just don't think I'm disappearing because I'm not. I'll be back. It stinks though. It's right in the middle of all the Christmas collabs. And I've got this canvas going for the TSA collabs that are going on. And then I've got Snow Queen going for the DAC collabs that are going on. Neither of which are going to get finished. Because I am not going to have time to finish these. Not by the deadlines, anyway. There's no way. Not with everything going on. That's okay, though. They'll still get done. I just hope my desk fits in our room. Is it sad that I'd probably pick my craft desk over my bed? Apparently, I can sleep in my office chair with no problem. I was sure sleeping in it a little bit ago when I was supposed to be scheduling my live. I don't know what happened. I sat down and I was just out. Jeez. It has been a long freaking week. Usually I am wide awake at night. You can ask anybody. I am a night owl. I am wide awake, wired. Like, I can be so tired all day long. And usually when the sun goes down, it's like I'm wide awake. I was never tired. Shoot, not tonight. This packing is kicking my butt majorly. the kids' dad wasn't such, how can I put this semi-nicely? Not my husband, let me make that clear. He's not their biological dad. He might as well be. But if he wasn't making less than mature choices, I'd probably let them go visit him like the week we move. But that's not happening for multiple reasons. One, I think his brain has fallen out of his anus. And two, COVID. I won't let him go over there because of that right now. Because it's like, man, what if somebody gets it over there? Then they're stuck there until they're done quarantining. No freaking way am I having my kids stuck for a month. Because the way they do it here, excuse me, I'm not sure how they do it everywhere else, but I know here, if there's a positive case in the home, you have to quarantine for that person isolates for 10 days, and everybody in the house has to quarantine during that time. Well, then when the person with the positive case is done with isolation, then the rest of the household members have to quarantine for 14 more days to make sure they don't develop symptoms. So, like, it's like 20 some odd days that you're basically quarantined. It's ridiculous. I mean, I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do to be safe, but it's a long time to be stuck in your house. And with me already going through it once, I'm not trying to go through that again. I'm really not. No, thank you. And I did everything right. I've been homeschooling my kids, keeping my butt at home. Somehow that shit still found its way to me. Explain that. Thanks for reminding me. I need a new desk. I need to get me a drafting table, but in the future, I can dream for now. Right now, I just have like my normal desk, and then this is a table that I kind of put next to my desk that's got my A2 light pad on it, because this big old light pad will not fit in the opening of my desk work area. I technically have 2 diamond painting stations though, because I'll diamond paint here if it's one that I want on my A2 light pad. And then like on the days that my pain levels are bad or whatever, I will diamond paint in my bed. And I have like a breakfast tray and I have an A3 light pad and one of the wire things that your light pad can lean on to keep it tilted up. And I set that on the back breakfast tray and I diamond paint in bed. I like it, except for the fact that my husband moves a lot when he sleeps or when he's awake. Who am I fooling? He's ADHD. He don't freaking sit still for nothing. So it's like I'll have my pen. All right. See, I'll be doing this. And I'll be like, okay, it goes right here. And he moves and the beat goes across the canvas. And I'm like, are you for real right now? Like, seriously, dude? He's like, what? I'm like, I was just totally trying to place my drill in this little area and you decided to move. So now I get to get my tweezers and rearrange where and put it where it was supposed to be. But that's okay because he wakes up with drills stuck to his back and his butt and whatnot. It was funny one morning. He was like, babe, I think I got a tick on my side because he had went mushroom hunting the day before. And he was like, babe, can you check and make sure that this isn't a tick? Uh, it was a black drill. I don't know how many times he wakes up with drills all over him. It's funny. Well, sometimes when you use those tweezers to move them, sometimes they like just, I don't know, tweezer loses grip. It slips and they go flying. Apparently, they like to fly to my husband's side of the bed, which is cool. I don't have a problem with it. What is up with my throat? It wants me to shut up and go to sleep, probably. Because I spent the whole time I was packing getting on to my son, telling him, no, dude, come on, sit here and be good. That boy don't listen. I love him to death, I really do. But if he would have been my first child, he would have been my only child. God tricks you. For real, he does. He gives you the easy babies first. And then when you get to your last one, that's when he sends you the one that makes you question why you ever decided to be mom on some days. I love my kids, trust me. I don't mean that in any bad way. But anybody that's a mom and that's got kids fully understands that statement. There are days where you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, seriously, what was I thinking? And in my case, I had my oldest daughter at 18. She is now 19 years old. My oldest son, he is 16 years old right now. I waited 7 years in between my oldest son and having Peyton. Then 3 years later, I had her little brother, Abel. So there is literally 7 years in between my oldest two and my youngest two. You know how many days when my 5-year-old is acting like Satan's spawn that I sit here and I'm like, what did I do? I literally was almost done. I would have a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old right now. And I could do what I wanted. Like I could sit here and craft and do whatever I wanted. No. I got that thing called baby fever and was like, oh, I want another baby. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would not trade Peyton and Abel for the world. I love them with all my heart. But on those days where you're borderline losing your ever-loving mind, every mother has those thoughts. I don't care who you are or if you don't want to admit it out loud. I promise you, there are days where the mother is like, what the hell was I thinking? My tubes are tied now, though, so I can't play that game no more. Nope. I'm not allowed to paint in bed. I dropped a bag one time and my man said, no more. My man can tell me he can try to tell me what to do. This chick does what she wants, and he knows it too. He tells me I can't diamond paint my bed. I'll be like, well, you can go sleep on couch. No, he just don't care, to be honest. He's just one of those guys that just don't care. I was the hardest baby, and I was first. Wow. That's the first time I've heard that one, because usually that's not how it goes. Like, seriously, my first couple, they were so easy. So easy. Abel's been a butt since he was born. He was colic. That boy hated sleep from the second he was born till now. He still hates sleep. Hey, Robert. I'm good. How are you? I'm just tired. All right, Nana. Get some sleep. Love you. I'm gonna do the same very soon because I'm tired. This packing crap is for young people. And I don't feel very young right now. That's good, Robert. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm trying not to fall asleep on you guys here. I'm really, really trying. I was sitting here because I scheduled my live. I had like 15 minutes till the time to go live, and I'm sitting here going, don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. And my eyes keep getting, you know how they just get so heavy that you cannot hold them open no matter what you do? Yeah, that's what was happening. Like I was sitting there trying to play on Facebook and, you know, post a comment, and I'd wake up and there's like a million of one letter. It's like I couldn't even get my hands to function properly. And I slept last night. I just woke up early because you know how it is when you've got stuff on the brain and you're like, this shit needs to get done and it needs to get done now. Yeah, well, that's kind of how it went. I woke up at 4:30 and I was like, all right, it's about time to get some of this shit done. Because I mean, when you think about a 4-bedroom house that you've been in for 9 years and trying to pack that shit up in 3 weeks on top of all the Christmas shit that has to be done, yeah, you get a little worried of, am I gonna get all this done in time? And I'm one of those people that it will drive me nuts till I get it done. So it's just best I get it done. And next weekend, I won't even be here because I gotta go shopping. I have to go shopping next weekend. I'm doing my shit at the last minute, guys. Straight last minute, the weekend before Christmas. I'm working on a new diamond painting. What are you working on, Robert? Oh, I did finish my custom, guys. I just haven't got a chance to film the finish. I am gonna try and get that filmed hopefully this week. I'm telling you, when I think I'm gonna get something done, something else happens. That's just been my life the last like probably 5 months for some reason. I keep hearing people keep telling me that phrase, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. And I'm like, all right, I got it. All right. I noted, God. You think I'm strong. I get it. But can we divvy this shit up a little bit to somebody else for a little bit? Because my plate's full. At least let me digest a little bit first. I'm just glad on the positive note I did get through COVID because it could have got a lot worse than what it did. And I'm glad that Abel's now got a clean bill of health. I am glad that even though my landlord is selling this house, I do have somewhere else to go. So, I mean, things could be worse. It is a lot to handle, but there are positives too. So, when you're stuck in the moment, and it just makes you feel good to bitch about it a little bit. My back. Okay. It's called Black Castle Eagles. Diamond painting 30 by 40, 22 colors. That sounds interesting. You'll have to post a picture in the group when it's done so we can check it out. I have yet to finish it. I need to. When I get moved, I'm going to try and get some of my ones finished. I'm not a serial starter like some people. Like I have this one and then Snow Queen that I started. And I think one more that I never finished, and that was the Dark Times from DAC. It's the one with the castle in it. I think that's the only other. I think I have 3 that I need to finish. I have one other one kitted up, but it's like a 40 by 50. It's not real big. So it's kitted up. I haven't started it yet, but well, and I guess if we're talking about kitted up, I have one other one kitted up. It was my mystery painting. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good keeping caught up on my stuff. I was surprised how fast I knocked out that custom because it was like, I think at 80 by 90. I think it was pretty big. When my arm pain gets worse, I always think, okay, now I got through that. Now I can help someone. Yeah, shoot. I'm telling you, I got one thing that stops hurting and another thing starts, especially in the winter. I hate the winter. I just want to curl up in a little warm spot and just not move. I want to hibernate in the winter. You're a serial starter, Saphira's mama. I can't do that. Like, I'm too OCD and I don't know. Like, I just can't. I think it would drive me crazy. I'd be afraid my kids would lose the drills or I don't know. I can't. I normally don't like having more than 2 on the go. And I usually have a square and a round. One kit for like in my bed and then one for over here at my desk. I really don't like having more than that going at once. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. Because I'll be honest, after I move and after these events are over, whether I finish them or not, this one and Snow Queen's probably going to get put aside until I finish. Oh, this one won't get put aside. This one will get finished. This one's for my daughter. But Snow Queen will probably get put aside because I want to do my oldest son's diamond painting because I haven't done one for him yet. I ordered it and I have it. I just got to do it for him. Hey, Billy, how are you? I'm trying not to fall asleep with my face into my canvas. That's what packing all freaking day will do to you. I'm telling you, you don't realize how much shit you have till you go to pack it. That came out way wrong. You know what I mean. The plus side is, this is the big plus. The guy that's bought this house, apparently, he's just gutting it anyway and redoing it or whatnot. So I've basically been told by my landlord that to not even jack with taking stuff to the dump or Salvation Army or wherever the hell I want it to go. If it's not something I want to take with me to move it, I can just leave it here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking full advantage of the fact that I can declutter and I ain't got to worry about hauling it nowhere. I just leave it here. I'm definitely downsizing on some shit because I'm not trying to rent a bigger storage unit than what I have to. Trying to save some money. Because, man, I've been good. All those Black Friday sales, those Pink Friday sales. Freaking Jeffree Star had his winter mystery boxes today. Don't even, yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. And I haven't bought anything. Nothing. Literally nothing. And there are some I want. So I would like to get this move over with. And Christmas over with. So I can order a couple of things that I want. Because I know I'm not going to get diamond painting stuff for Christmas because here's facts. First of all, the only people I really get presents from in my family would be my husband and my oldest daughter. Sometimes my oldest son. Um, but I'm also the type of mom that I would rather them go get themselves something. Like I would rather spend time with them than them buy me something. I'm just not a material possession type of person. So, I mean, I like to buy stuff and give it to people. I'm a giver. I'm not a very good gift receiver. I mean, yeah, I like gifts. Everybody likes to get gifts, but I enjoy buying for other people. So it's like, I could care less. It don't hurt my feelings at all if they don't get me anything, but nobody listens. I tell people, I'm like, please don't get me anything. And they're like, it's happening. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like I have one friend that will periodically buy me stuff, and I was like, "Would you quit it?" Like, girl, I'm fighting for disability. Right now I can't go around and buy stuff, and you keep buying me stuff. And no, just stop. At least wait till I can return the favor. And she's like, "No. I don't have to do that." She told me her love language is giving, and I'm like, mm-hmm. I'll kick your butt. And there ain't no arguing. Because if I try to give it back, she'll just hide it somewhere and leave. Stubborn ass. Oh, you're at work, Billy? I bet it feels good to be out of quarantine and back to work, though. I don't know, though. You were having fun with all that clay in quarantine. See, it's different being in quarantine and not being sick and being able to kind of enjoy it, enjoy the vacation, paid vacation at that, and do what you want. But like with me, I actually was freaking sick. So it was like I got a vacation from like the everyday mom life. But the way I felt, I was just like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. It actually messed with my head too, because I've been a mom since I was 18 years old, and being locked in a room away from my kids for that long, it was like it it was actually depressing. It was just like, man, I miss my babies. But I got through it. That's all that matters. But yeah, you look you look like you had a nice little vacation there, Billy. Tell you what, some of those pens were freaking awesome that you were making, or the canes that you were making. I remember when we moved here in 2017, I had to get rid of stuff that were keepsakes, but I didn't have room. See, that's why I'm going through stuff because, like, I mean, we're moving in with people, so not everything can go into the home with us, but I'm getting a storage unit. I have to because there is a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to take, but there ain't no way in hell I'm getting rid of it because it's like pictures and my kids' keepsakes from when they were born and stuff like that. Like I don't necessarily, because I have like a tote for each child where I put like all their keepsakes. Those are gonna have to go in storage. I'm not gonna have room to take them with us, but I couldn't get rid of them. There's no way. There is a lot of stuff that I am getting rid of that, I typically probably wouldn't. But my philosophy is if it's sat for a year and I haven't used it, touched it, or really even thought about it, I don't need it. It needs to go. That's kind of the mindset I'm using as I pack because I've got too much crap. That's reality. Because living in this house, this ginormous freaking house for 9 years, I've grown into this house. Like, I did not have this much shit when I moved in here. Somehow I accumulated this much shit. And it's got to go. Because if you think about it, it's just going to sit in a storage unit. So if it's not something that's like a keepsake momentum that can't be replaced, like at all, I'll keep that. But if it's like, oh, this decoration, that decoration, no, it can go. And I will get a new one later down the road because I'm not paying more than I have to store this stuff. Because I don't know how long my disability is going to take. It's already taken 9 years, so it could take 9 more freaking years for all I know. About tired of it, I'll tell you that. Shouldn't have to fight this hard when the proof is right there in front of them. Like, I haven't worked in 9 years. Okay, I've literally had help from family and friends. If I was faking, don't you think I would have given up by now and just gone back to work? I mean, I used to be the type of person to go out every weekend. I was like the life of the party, always wanted to do stuff. Not no more. I don't want to do nothing. I want to stay at home in my PJs and sit here and do what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it was nice, but I was starting to go stir crazy. Good to be back at work. I bet you were, Billy. I felt like the walls were closing in on me there after a while. It was just, yeah. It gets to be, when I remember when I worked full time, you're sitting there and you're like, God, I just want a vacation where I could sit at home and do what I want and do nothing. But then it's like when you're off work and you take that vacation towards the end of it, you're just like, oh, I want to go back to work. My throat is all scratchy for some reason. I gotta go back and watch the replay of your live today, Billy. I was actually on the way to Kansas City when you were live. I started watching the replay of it when I was upstairs packing earlier, but Abel kept talking to me, so I figured I'll just watch it later when I can actually hear it. I think I got all that symbol. Probably not, but whatever. Hey, Beth. Catching me at the tail end. Am I happy about moving? Yeah, I am. I'll just be happy when it's done. It's the act of moving that I hate. I'm okay with the fact that we're moving. It's just the packing and unpacking. Well, I probably missed your live today, Billy, because I was probably asleep. That'd be a good reason for it, though. I'm probably gonna miss a lot in the next few weeks, either from being asleep or from getting stuff together. Oh, Beth, I miss just about everybody too. I caught the tail end of Miss Coffee and then ended up falling asleep at the end. So figure that one out. But that's what the replay is for. That's why I don't get upset. I know some people get upset when it's like, oh, that person went live over me or at the same time as me. I don't care because there's a lot of us and they're on YouTube. So you can always go back and watch the replay afterwards. I mean, it's not the same as being in the live and talking and interacting, and you can still go back and watch it. I ain't gonna be catching up on nothing tonight though, except some sleep. I'm so ready to climb in bed. And my 5-year-old actually went upstairs to sleep with his big sister. So I'm actually gonna get to be comfortable in my bed without being kicked. So that will be nice. Live in Australia, so when your day happens, it's nighttime here usually. Yep. Yep. I've kind of noticed that because I watch Pippa and she uploads her videos right as the sun's about to come up here. She's probably been up for a while. Yeah, I'm about to pass out myself, Beth. I'm tired. I'm super freaking tired. I don't even know what else to talk about anymore. That's how tired I am. I'm really like, I'm closing this because, like, I'm afraid I'm gonna fall asleep with my head in my canvas. So, if you guys still are in the mood to being alive, I do know Ruby Q is probably still live. So, for those of you that aren't tired, like us lazy people that want to sleep, jump on over there. And I'm going to get with Crashley and see what we're going to do. If we're going to keep doing, our Friday night uncensored lives or what we're going to do. Because I know, I don't know. When I know, I'll let you know, kind of thing. But till you hear any different, we alternate as always. Thank you, Robert. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Usually I'll go a couple hours, but tonight I'm ready to go to bed. I'm exhausted. So you guys have a good weekend and let's see, will I talk to you before? Yeah, I should see you on my Tuesday lives before Christmas. So, but yeah, you guys have a good weekend and stay safe. And I will talk to you guys later. Night, everybody.